All right. Hey, it's about 2:44 p.m. Date today is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. This is a message to Sudha, Mami, and Ricky, Sahil, Ritika, and the rest of the family. And so I just want to say, um, I have these unwanted, intrusive thoughts, and um, God, so I don't know how to say this. Muhammad was framing me, my Rif's father, for wanting to rape, defecate him, and it was a feeling that happened, and I had to question myself, and that was all it was. I didn't consider doing that. And then even before that, Muhammad, he was putting his feces in my mouth, down my throat as he was making me unconscious. He and my mom were always doing it. They were smearing their feces in the bathtub. I'd go to shower to save myself from them, hauling me off to the psychiatric facility. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the mediums are saying it's gonna happen. She's gonna be shot. Myself, the mediums are saying that I don't want to state it like that. The mediums are stating that Romina is going to be shot, but I don't think that's going to happen. It could happen, um, and I don't know. I don't want to become a pedophile, child rapist monster like Muhammad. And these guys were saying, that there is that mom has a return. And first they said it was from Nani, these people, the hypnotherapists, criminal psychologists, and now they're saying, I don't know if they've uh, I don't know if they ran tests, like genetic testing or what, but I haven't permitted anybody to, take any like blood sample or anything, any kind of like DNA sample. Um, they just called me dumb, and they said she doesn't know what she's saying. It's about 2:46 p.m. So what do you call it? Yeah, so they're saying there's a retarded gene, and then but the thing is, Nita, she caught autism. I mean, she caught pneumonia, and that's how she developed autism. And she wasn't exactly mentally retarded. Rather, she was slow. And let's see. Um, and then my father, Muhammad, he's the one that always did these disgusting things. Nani said that. Well, basically, I just made this video to inform you. I didn't consider hurting. I didn't consider hurting Sudha Mami. The thing was that they said that Sudha Mami did it, or Sudha Mami's mom did it. I kept saying it, and then I just thought, if Sudha Mami was doing this to me, then yeah, I would have the same done. That's all I said. I wouldn't. I can, and I don't think I'd actually be able to. But anyway, um, that's all I said. And then um, I figured it was that fat ugly kada. It is that fat ugly thing. That big, fat, ugly, disgusting thing. Also, another thing I want to let you know is I never molested Ritika. If that had happened, she'd have it in her memory. I never touched Ritika. I never did anything to Ritika. I never considered doing anything to Ritika. That fat, ugly Kada is lying to him and his family. And let's see. Um, anyways. They made fake videos of myself, um, and they keep telling me if it's true, then why don't they play the videos, of myself, in the place, like moving around, talking, you know, where I can hear my voice. It's bullshit because they would know that I would be able to differentiate from. Anyways, they're saying disgusting things like she wants. They kept saying stuff like this, that she wants to shit. She um. I just want to say that those unwanted thoughts happen. I didn't consider doing that. Every time they kept saying about shitting, and then the visual thought kept happening. It was the hypnotherapists and their mediums. They have speakers set up here, from with the microphones from the location they're at. It's about 2:50 p.m. and God, they won't leave me alone. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio in the back. Anyways, they made a false allegation on me of wanting to do something sexual to women and little girls of Iranian origin, and what do you call it? All I said was Sudha Mami is of Indian descent, that she has orange gene in her background. She has orange gene. That's what makes her appear the way she does physically. And and then this bad ugly bastard, you Amir underscore US, his male cousin, son's brother-in-law. He started shooting me unconscious with tear gas, tranquilizers, and he was bashing my head with an iron hammer. He told me he was coming there to fuck my face up. And so I thought that you knew what he's doing to me. I thought that your your mom were the one committing, because they said it was you and your mom, and I think he said that to make a problem between myself and you, and and he made this retarded story up. I'm guessing because he's trying to. Um, I overheard him asking for you from my mom, for sometime between Monday, December 16th, 2024 to February 12th, 2025, and he gets really angry every time I mention this. And then what do you call it? And so this fat ugly guy, he killed his own Iranian women. He sex trafficked their little boys to homosexual pedophile male child rapists. I mean, why didn't he feel anything for them, those women that he shot? They're of his actual racial background, his national origin. So it's a sexual thing is what it is with him, is what I'm trying to get to. And so that's why he gets angry every time I say that you're of Indian descent, even though you are from India. You're of Indian descent, right? And you have Aryan gene, once again, makes you appear the way you do. And what do you call it? And they're going crazy again. It's about 2:54 p.m. About 10 minutes 26 seconds into recording duration. um Anyways, so what do you call it? he made up a lie and said that your father's has origin from Iran, and he doesn't even like brown people. He keeps saying to me like racist stuff about brown people, and he doesn't. He's just a disgusting guy. Anyways, what am I wanting to say? He's so gross. He two once again two people he asked for was you and my cousin Ziba from my mom on once, and because he likes fair and beautiful. Um, of Ziba looks like more of Afghan origin, right? And then yourself, she's a bit more beautiful, because she has Indian mix, so you and then yourself, you're of Indian descent, and clearly I can see that, and it's different, those women of Iranian origin that resembled you a bit, or even a lot. They just didn't have the same characteristics. They didn't have that attraction. They did not. It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing. Even Razan's second cousin's brother-in-law. He has features a bit like Ricky, looks a bit like Ricky, and he just he's just not. there's there's no attraction there. He does not have that. He doesn't have that, and never will. They don't have that type of tone. They don't have that type of complexion. And they're talking about calling the police on me, and then their children, their little girls that they're accusing me of, I will never find them. They will never be a beautiful little girl like I was. And then so I think you guys already know I was genetically altered, starting I think 2023, with how do you say it, with genetics DNA of black people, not normal black people, but black people, I'm guessing, that had Down syndrome, like the woman that was raiding around my house, because she did look retarded. There's normal looking black people, then there's you know the Down syndrome looking one, and I think guessing she's here because she's screaming and stuff, and then they're screaming that oh, Ramina always look like a retard, and then that's not true. I have a nasal fracture from September 21st, 2013, when my father busted in my nose bone inwards, and then another nasal fracture, which caused an indentation of my nose bone, and this much of my nose bone was gone. Like, वहाँ पर rebuilt हो गया था, I think like a couple of days later. Anyways, and so I lost the bone support and the muscle support in this area on this side, and let's see, what can I say? Yeah, so that's why I looked the way and then my nose cartilage, I was messing around with it in 2023. It got snapped backwards, and then since then, Mohammed, he's been, snapping it like inwards with like this plier-like thing. And how I know that is I was unconscious but had partial consciousness, and I witnessed this since 2022. Or it could have been starting 2019. He was doing this to me, but I witnessed it in 2022. I had partial consciousness, and I felt I seen him partially. He was in blue jeans and like a black long sleeve shirt, and I couldn't speak because I was unconscious, right? So yeah, I felt what he did with my nose. He snapped his with the plier thing, the metal plier thing. He snapped it backwards, and maybe the remote viewers can see that that was in my basement. And he was always coming there and sexually abusing me. He was putting his feces on my body. He was putting his feces underneath my underarms, my breasts, everywhere. And then he had a picture of Sudha, Mom. He had a picture of you that he took to Canada. and what do you call it? He had black magic on it done, and clearly, he was trying just. I mean, obviously, he was, you know, he was trying to. So he clearly he did black magic on you to have you, right? And he was talking about beating you up back in, I think, 2022 or something like that. All right, and then once again back in 2022, he was talking about beating you up. I would it was my instinct to like inform you or Nani or Sis Mama, and then before I could inform you, Mohammed and Mom got to them first, and I there was no like explaining them. Nobody was going to listen to me. And when the allegations about myself were made, regarding you and Ricky's kids, I had to contact Ricky and explain, everything. And actually, was trying to contact you, Sudha Mom, but I thought it was your number. Yeah, ended up being Ricky's number, I think. And then I messaged him everything, and then Mohammed, he was hacked into my device. He was remotely accessing the phone line, and that's how he was messaging, pretending to be me. He was messaging Ricky, and what do you call it? Yes, so a lot of the text messages were not from me. I don't know what he was texting. I can confirm which text messages were from me. I explained Ricky about everything. I think that was back in 2022, and yeah, what or it could have been 2023. I don't know. Um, oh, so what am I trying to say? Yeah. So what am I trying to say? They're saying sickly things. And then once again, what am I trying to say? Yeah, Muhammad was talking about meeting up with you to Muhammad was talking about meeting up with Suzumami to you know he wanted to beat her. He was talking about uh, holding her down, holding Suzumami down for mom to beat, and mom didn't agree to do it, but he was like it was his idea, and it had to quickly inform somebody as soon as possible, and Sisuma wouldn't give Nani the phone. And then they made, just because I had an unwanted feeling, right? Of, I mean, how can I help those unwanted thoughts, unwanted feelings? Can I help those intrusive thoughts, intrusive feelings? Can I help it? It's a psychological thing. And I have another problem, psychological Tourette's. And it's about 3 p.m. And I just can't help this unwanted thought and unwanted feeling. It was psychologically put in my head by the I'm going to be honest. It was psychologically put in my head by the hypnotherapist. They kept making up lies, and they made it into something weird, and how they were able to do that was with this hypnotherapy and this tantric black magic thing, and my rapist father forcing his feces in my mouth down my throat, and that is how. And yeah, so this guy, Amir underscore US, the second cousin's brother-in-law, he ripped my IMSOs, and he you know he did something. He, he pulled the